Hello everybody and welcome to all of the action ready to go for the sprint race here for MotoGP. The wrong intro played, but Rachel's down with Dabadeta.say.
How much was that qualifying and the fact that he's in the second row to do with maybe how his body is feeling today?
Mark is feeling good. I think that it's been not really perfect during the practice, but in the end they will fight for the podium, I'm pretty sure, and confident. But in the end we are happy to see Yama and Fabio on top, and yeah, maybe it will be a nice fight with Pecco and Alex and Mark.
Yeah, talk to me about Pecco as well. He said it's the most confident he has felt all season today. Do you see that as well? And with that in mind, what has he found that's made him feel so good?
Yeah, a bit of feeling on the front, as I always said. We always said that as soon that he found back his feeling from last year with the front end and entering the corner with the normal speed he had, I'm sure that he'll be back, and he did it. Let's see. He haven't win a sprint this year, so we'll see what he's going to do today.
One final thought on Mark. You know him the best. Second row, how much more fired up will he be that he's here and not on pole?
I will see. You know, the starts are always a question mark. Then we have to wait 15 minutes and we'll see what is going to happen.
Good luck, both your riders.
I think the key here is the fact that Pecco has found something with the front of that bike to give him that confidence and to put him on the front row here today at a track that he absolutely loves. Just to move behind him, Marco Bezzecchi on the Aprilia. Dark horse for this?
Yeah, Bezzecchi's been looking good as well. In Mugello, he was good as well. The only problem is he didn't qualify well enough. He was 10th on the grid and there was no way to make that up. So here, he's in a better position. Can he go and get the win? I don't know. I'm not quite sure that he's got that pace, but Bezzecchi on the Aprilia, you know, looking better and better.
Yeah, we've got that story as well that's reared again, where Jorge Martin, the reigning world champion, has put out a statement that apparently Jorge Martin is free for 2026.
But they don't all agree.
They do not agree. Aprilia have said, see statement earlier, he is contracted to the end of 2026. So that rumbles on. We'll bring you any news when it comes. Alex Marquez rounds out the front row of this grid, and he's just been so consistent all weekend.
Yeah, Alex Marquez, and all season, you know, he's putting such a great campaign together. He's making very few mistakes. He's looking really smooth, lots of corner speed on that 2024 Ducati. So him and the Gresini team doing a great job, and definitely in the race, even though we've not considered him as a favorite, he's in the race. He's in the race for the win.
Okay, well, there we go then. We're going sprint racing very shortly. Your front row, Fabio Quartararo in pole position. Behind me, Pecco Bagnaia, and Alex Marquez rounds out the front row. The Dutch sprint is coming your way, but what about that man? Can he do it today?
Yeah, well, we're going to be expecting to see that as Megan Birch alongside me now in the commentary
Hello.
box, gearing up for the start. Sprint race time, and this is going to be so much fun. And we've got a new toy. MotoGP have introduced something new. It's not a rider tracker, but we've got a lap chart up here in the commentary box. So finally something just a bit better.
I'm just going to turn this down to 2 because it's messing with
Oh, that's
that.
fine. But you can
sure?
turn... Yeah, it's fine. Don't turn my fan off. I'm so hot.
I won't turn it
Right,
off.
let me get the position
Besides,
right.
it should really go towards you since you're the one that's feeling warm.
Yeah, but you've got the side and I've got the full on, so we're actually pretty much okay when we're in this. Getting set.
I'll keep it to this then.
I'll tell you what then, Megs, this is going to be absolutely fantastic. The race
It
we've
will
got
be.
shaped up here is going to be brilliant. Who do you think is going to be on course for a pole position?
Bagnaia.
Bagnaia for a win.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's a brave call. I didn't expect you to say Bagnaia.
He has done okay so far from what I've seen this weekend. And it's... Who do you think?
Me, personally, I've got a feeling that we're going to see a bit of a chaotic sprint race. I think we could see the possibilities of just an unusual race, an unusual runner to the front of the field. What about you?
I definitely think we will. I'm going to turn this down to 2 because it's messing with my mic. Is that okay? Like, breeze-wise?
Not the best. It wasn't so bad with you, Mike. But anyway, let's head back to
Okay,
Susie
I'll do that.
Perry. With the track noise, it won't be. Back to Susie, who's down trackside, ready for us to get going. Susie, down to you.
Welcome back to the Dutch TT, then the back of Marc Marquez, who's going from the second row directly behind Fabio Quartararo in pole position. So the scene is set here in the Netherlands. This is going to be thrilling, I'm sure. Let's go to our commentators, Neil Hodgson and Gavin.
Thank you very much, Susie. Yeah, 100 years of history, and still Assen looking to write some more chapters to its storied history. Sprint time at the Cathedral of Speed. 13 laps, flat out, no room for error.
All set to go then for the Dutch TT Tissot Sprint. Fabio Quartararo lines up on pole position, and then going forward at the front of the field, he's alongside Pecco Bagnaia and Alex Marquez. Then it's Marc Marquez off the front row, then Marco Bezzecchi and Franco Morbidelli. Ferdinand Aguirre, Fabio Di Gianantonio alongside Pedro Costa. Maverick Vinales, Raul Fernandez and Johan Zarco. Juan Mir, Jack Miller, Lorenzo Salvadori, Brad Binder, Anea Bashini, Miguel Oliveira, Alex Rins, Ayagura, Alicia Spargo, and then Som Kat Chantra lines up 22nd and last on the field, Megan. We're going to be good.
We will be, and I have two things to say. One, when are they going to change their intro to change Martin to Salvadori, because Martin's not going to be in the rest of the year, let's face it. Yeah. And two, has there been any more word from the investigation for impeding between Rins and Bastianini?
Bastianini has been given a 3-place grid penalty. Would be. Yes, yeah, you thought it would be the case coming into it. That is the situation.
It's usually either that or no further action, which I didn't think was going to happen because Bastianini blatantly cut across him. He went off the track. He should have just stayed back, decided his lap was over. But no, he decided if my laps were in, so's Rins.
Got a new toy to show you on this parade lap. It's called the lap chart. Brand new for this event from Dorna and their timing screens. You can see the riders on the right-hand side of your screen. So Fabio Quartararo, Pecco and Alex Marquez. There's 13 laps, so it will tell us on each lap where they move up from. That's going to be very exciting to have up in the booth.
Like, I can't remember what it is. Chart. But F1 have something similar, don't they?
Yeah, F1 have got a lap chart as well.
But it's not as clear.
Yeah. So if anyone's moving up the field, we can see who's moving up as we go. So we've got that to bring you now here on JB Motorsports, and delighted to bring that as well. Yeah, the start will be interesting when we get to see it. So we'll keep up with that as well throughout the entire broadcast. We'll also, I believe, have that for Moto3 and Moto2. And hopefully Moto E when we actually get round to being in the commentary box.
Do you know what?
Go on, mate.
I cannot wait to see how that goes in Moto3. Oh, a little bit of an off there on the warm-up lap. Who's that? That's one of the red cars. And
it's one of the...
I'm going to guess that was Mir.
Yeah, it looked like one Mir, didn't it, in the Honda?
Because it's a 2 red car, and it can't be one of the Ducatis because they're too far up the order.
Bank. How do you do that?
I don't know why. I cover this more than I cover F1. And yet I still do that. I think it's because Mum's car I see it every day. Yeah. It's confusing.
100 years then of the Dutch TT here at Aragon, here at Assen. Ready for the start. Green flag is signalled. Ready for the launch. And pull the throttle back as we go racing. Perfect start for Marc Marquez. He's going to go to the outside line. Fourth from the grid doesn't matter to him. He's battling with Quartararo in towards turn 1. Quartararo on the inside, Mark on the outside. Quartararo gives him a bit of a nudge. Mark goes over the curb, nearly loses out. 3 riders from the back. That's Bastianini getting involved. Bezzecchi, Aldeguer, and Morbidelli nearly come into contact. Quartararo, big one. That is Petro. It's one Mia Ralph Fernandez.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, and another one off.
Oh, that is Ayagura.
So, yeah, Mia's out too. So, that's Ralph Fernandez going off too.
Wait.
Ayagura's gone wide. Yeah,
Wait.
right. Ayagura's gone wide too. He's down to 19th place.
Yeah, but I don't know why, but it looked for a second
Yeah,
that it
I'm
was
with
way
you.
too similar. What is that background noise?
Something's going wrong out there. I wonder if they're going to have to stop this one. With 3 riders down the first sector. Either way, Quartararo leads, Mark second, Alex third, Bagnaia fourth. Bastianini now gets ahead of Aleix. Still yellow flag in that first sector, but Quartararo leads. What a start for Marquez though, up 3 places off the line.
Yeah, that was an amazing start, and the tracker hasn't fully done itself
Activated
yet.
yet, yeah.
I don't think it will until this lap is done with. But I would love to see that crash from Mia, and it's whoa.
Whoa, that was a feedback and a half, wasn't it, coming
I
through?
do not know what that is.
I don't know where that came from either, but either way, clean start so far. Marquez on the inside line. Marquez takes the lead of the Tissot sprint, and now Quartararo's going to have to be right through him at the exit of the chicane. And Alex Marquez is on the inside of Quartararo as well, doing the doctor's dangle. Yeah, and Alex is through. The Tissot Sprint 2 champions, the brothers Grimm, are at the front of the field again, Megs.
Yeah, but there's a chance that Quartararo might get the cutback. I can't hear myself anymore. What's that? Ralph Fernandez has entered the pit lane now. That's better.
Yeah, go on.
Lap 2, and here it is.
Right.
It is every lap.
So let's take a look then at what this rider tracker looks like. So you can see, look at Marc Marquez, started 4th, immediately into the lead of the race by the end of lap 1.
There's Raul.
Morbidelli's dropped from 6th all the way down into 13th place at the moment.
There's Raul's crash.
Yeah, so Rouse was 11th and he's gone down 21st. Chantra's moved up a couple of places, but
Tell you what,
yeah, not bad that rider, Chad, is it?
look at Oliveira. Beautiful start for him.
Yeah, really great getaway for Oliveira. Do you know, we don't have a rider tracker, but they're learning MotoGP.
Yeah,
they're
they're
giving
giving us something.
Yeah, I like the lap chart. I like that. Let's take a look at the start, shall we? This is on with Mark. Finally, that whole shop device working.
Yeah, I'm glad he doesn't have any more troubles with it. I mean, that was just chaotic the last
Compared
few
to the
races.
sprint last time out when you were commentating and he had to just for the lights.
Almost a bit of a contact there. Oh, there was contact between the Quartararo's foot and the back and kind of airbag of Marc Marquez. So that won't be investigated at all, but still very close riding between the pair of them right now. We can see this again here.
Yeah.
And in the background, we can also see the 72 of Bezzecchi, and I believe that was Bagnaia behind him at the time.
Yeah. In terms of the lap chart, we're going to show you because it's a lot of fun. You can see a move up as well now, Alex to 2nd, but also Bagnaia down into 5th position. But changing up for Maverick Vinales, he's moving up the order as well. So a good start procedure. This is how Alex tried to have a go at Mark Meggs down into the chicane, and that's also how Bezzecchi's up into 3rd position past Quartararo.
I mean, good for Bezzecchi. I mean, he seems to, in sprint races, just find the parts where you don't expect. Chantra has track limits warning. How do you get that in last?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. How does he get it in last place? That's a bit of a
Who are you
surprise
fighting to go off track?
Yeah. Not really the smartest idea at the moment, is it, to try and come through? Go on, miss.
It's 2nd and a half between them. And Bastianini passes Jack Miller for 14th, and still no replay.
Tell you what, though, Alex is closing in on Mark, but have you seen Marco Bezzecchi just sort of hanging around behind these two as they come through Rushkin Hook?
He's
Once
waiting
again,
to crash.
Mark went wide at Rushkin Hook, and this is where he crashed in the practice one yesterday. And now Alex is right on the back of him. This could be an Alex sprint for only the 2nd time this year, as Digi getting ahead of Maverick.
It could be a Mark. It could be a Alex Marquez sprint, yeah. I mean, oh, but who was that dropping just now? That was Jack Miller dropping 1 place to Bastianini again. You did not even get that back yet.
Again, you can just take a look at the lap chart as well. It's
And that's Alex Rins down.
Is he still going? Has he just gone wide at
It's
1?
gone wide, it's gone wide, it's gone wide.
Let's take a look. Oh, the camera's focusing on Alex Marquez, but I think Alex Rins has gone wide, yeah.
Turn 7.
No, this is turn 1.
It could, no, it was,
He's
this far
further
in.
back, yeah, so he's behind turn No, he's at the last corner. Sector 1, he's at the last corner, yeah.
Yeah.
So Rins is further back. Chantra's still going, actually, but he's down in 20th.
I mean, at least, how has that actually gained position for Chantra?
By the way, all we've got in the commentary box is a fan. It's very warm in this box. It's 28 degrees outside.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, according to the monitor. So, yeah,
It's
the
going to be
heat.
warmer on Monday.
Yeah, look at him. Oh, and that's
All
the
the
first day of Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're commentating on Wimbledon.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. We'll be fine.
I'll make a
Sent-
lot of lollipops for you.
Send some strawberries and cream for that one. Either way, there's not been that many lead changes on that last lap time as well. Still everybody coming through cleanly there, Megs.
If it helps, tomorrow's only 25.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, it's not 28. Right, so lap 4 of 13 currently battle for first between Marc Marquez and Alex Marquez. Typical.
Yeah.
Though, looks pretty consistent so far from the top 5, and I've just seen a massive change there, which is really negative. Oh, there it is. Aleix Espargaro dropping a couple of places. Bastianini getting past Jack Miller again. Aleix must have gone wide on the entrance of, I think it was turn 3.
Aldeguer has been given a track limits warning as well, the same as Chantra. Just take a look then at our new toy with the lap chart. You can see not many moves on that last go by, but Viñales slowly making his way up the field. Salvadori went down, then he's closing back up again. He's placed behind where he started, but yeah, even I agree, as you mentioned, Megan. Now finally getting ahead, but that was only because Aleix Espargaro made that error. But everyone so far, the top 5 status, well, actually even that, the top 6 status quo.
Yeah, and that's Acosta having a track limits warning. Where's Acosta in this? He's an 8th.
Yeah, moving up the field, isn't he now? So closing the game.
Do you know what? That explains it. He has a red sector 2, so he's got a little bit of help there.
Look at that, Alex is right on the back here to Mark. He's trying to look for a move on the inside line. Still can't find a way through. And you're sort of willing Alex on at this point. Like, go on, go, find a way through.
Oh, I thought he almost was going to do one. I'm going to sit down now.
Yeah, thank you, because that means that we both get the fan. Yeah, you've got
I don't need a lot of coal.
Alex going for it, and Rushkin!
Oh, that was close.
How on earth are they still going? They touched front tyre to rear tyre, and yet both Marquez are still going.
It didn't even look like it affected them that much, and yet they definitely did.
That was unbelievable stuff. They did touch. I would love to see the off-board angle of that on a replay. Alex is battling his brother for the World Championship, and there is no holds back.
Bezzecchi's just decided not to get involved.
Yeah, he's staying for 3rd, isn't he, at the moment? He's battling with Quartararo and Bagnaia. Bagnaia, I think, was the smallest for me.
Bezzecchi coincidentally getting a track limit. And I just realised I sounded like a Dalek just then because of how close my actual mouth was to my fan.
Yes. Still, I'm glad we've got a fan because this commentary box is getting hot, and that's a hot move for Di Antonio.
Oh, pushes him slightly wide.
And Bagnaia is cut back through as well.
So Bagnaia wants to start a war between him and VR46. Viñales getting a track limits warning then.
I kind of expected that to come through, didn't we?
Do we know whether Viñales ended up punching Morbidelli?
He didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, but he said watch out.
Watch out for what? What's he planning? It's like that Family Guy episode with Stewie and Brian. I feel like he's going to do something this weekend.
Morning. Pushing down the stairs at breakfast, something like that. It's out you go. Alex Marquez is within 77 thousandths of Marc Marquez. It is literally close enough to have a go at Rushkin Hook. No, he's not. This is amazing. Who's not entertained by MotoGP this year? It's two brothers battling together as Digi's past Bagnaia this time, and Aldeguer gets ahead of Acosta, and Morbidelli passes Zarco. It's all going off down at the chicane.
It is, and Zarco seems to have had a really good few races and then since then he's just been moving down the order slowly again, and I really wish he wouldn't because he's my only faith I have in Honda.
He is, isn't he? Not even Aleix Espargaro being on the Honda is just serving more problems this year, is it?
Yeah.
Still.
I mean, I'm happy Aleix is here occasionally, but
yeah, he's here replacing Luca Marini, who's out injured. That could apply also for a couple of weeks' time at the German Grand Prix at the Sachsenring.
How is Marini?
He's okay, just recovering. That's why I couldn't do this one after what happened in Mugello.
Yeah.
Kind of expected, really, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Rins passes Salvadori.
Red sector times for, I think that's the top 9?
Yeah.
Oh, I was bang on with it being a top 9 for Sector 2.
Let's take a look at the halfway stage of the lap chat that we've got up here in the box. Obviously, a rider tracker would be great. They're implementing more features. Thank you, Dorna, now being brought by Liberty Media this weekend, by the way. But I'm liking this because we see that Aldeguer slowly making his way up the order. It tells us a picture of the race as to who's done really well.
And you can definitely see how it kind of like flattens out.
Oh, Alex Marquez track limits warning.
Ooh, what's he done there?
Yeah.
I wonder where he did that.
Actually, while it's coming through, let's take a look at that screen again, because you can see how it all filters through and who's moving up and down the order. It is quite exciting, that screen. Finally, we've got something to put on the other screen that we can actually take a look at, because we've got one timing screen and then the streamings are alongside us here. And yeah, it's a lot of fun, that screen. Only updates every lap.
Also, it makes you feel like the race has progressed more.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not singular.
It's quite a quick sprint race, isn't it, this one? As they come through.
A bit cloudy out there. Do we know the chance of rain? Let me look. That's a 77% chance of rain, so I'm not too surprised that it's cloudy out there. That is Morbidelli getting a track limits warning. Stay away from Vinales, please.
Yeah, stay away. Big cross.
Do you know what's funny during the qualifying session?
What?
The fact that Morbidelli was estimated to be in 5th position. Vinales was in 5th position and he ended up in 6th position. It's like, thank goodness that...
There wasn't a swatch over between the two.
Yeah, and the fact that Vinales was in pit lane, so I can imagine he was watching that screen just like, if you dare.
Aguero has been given a track limits warning as well, by the way, to close in. We're going to have to bring our water bottles into the commentary box and
Probably.
move all this junk off the...
Yeah, I think... Oh, geez, I didn't even really notice that that was under there.
Yeah. It's not here anymore, is it? It will be next week when we get a new table.
Yeah.
And we can get on with our work.
It's like it's been, like... It's like a mirror.
Yeah. That is all about the table. That's something. Underneath the table of the commentary box is another monitor.
Yeah, which is usually there. I just didn't expect to see it there. I'm glad I didn't kick my legs out.
Yeah, you were smashed. I've done it a couple of times, but luckily rubber soles. You're with heels on. Quattararo got a track limits warning as well, actually, coming through.
Everyone's starting to misbehave out there, and no one moved last lap.
No. Everyone being calm, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't like it when they're calm and getting a lot of red sector times for Sector 2. It's only like a 15-second thing as well, so I'm not too surprised about that.
Yeah, but I don't like calm. I like
chaos,
a little bit of an attack chaos, yeah.
As do I. Antonio also gets a track limits warning, and here's a bit I do not like.
Why? What's happened now? What is switching?
This area right here, I mean, it just drives me insane because I always feel like someone's going to drop it here.
Well, they probably do drop it quite a lot of the times as well. That's half the problem.
Yeah.
Ignore me just fixing my timing screen because more things keep going wrong with it.
Here's a confirmation of Antonio getting that track limits warning. That's a lot of track limits warning. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of 22 have track limits warning. Well, technically 10 of 20, so half of them, because obviously there are 2 out.
Yeah, there we go. That's fixed it now.
Ah, perfect.
Just that nothing ever works quite right because they keep changing the system, so we're constantly fighting to get it all sorted.
Fighting for it to behave.
Yeah, I think we can also star riders now as well, if we need to. Like, if there's a championship battle on the line, we can star them and see where they are. Mark now with track limits warning. With
You're in first. What?
How's he getting the track limits?
What did he do?
He's got his somewhere around, isn't he?
Yeah. And that is Quattararo and Morbidelli. No, not Morbidelli. Antonio fighting very adamantly going around this corner. You see, I know the areas of the track by sight which are problems, but I do not know what track corner numbers things are.
Yeah.
Which is my one default with things. Drop. I think we have a dropper. That
Quattararo!
is Quattararo. Here
He's
it
on
is.
the chicane.
It'll be there.
Yeah, so he's turning in and dropped the front. There he is through the gravel. Fabio Quattararo.
Oh.
Well, he's okay, but the bite was a big one.
Yeah. He got...
Has that punctured the air fence?
He got a front row seat to that.
Has that punctured the air fence? That would be a stoppage to the race if it
I
has.
hope not. He landed like this, kind of, and then his bike decided to kind of like
Right in front
come
of the camera.
apart.
Yeah, it's right in front of the camera.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a worry for the bike in the air fence, but he seems perfectly fine. Oh, a little bit of a limp, but I think that's just because his lower airbag's gone off.
Talk us through it, Max.
Right, so goes into turn 10, and it's on the exit. Yeah, right on the entrance to the next corner, he just loses it. As a front, as you said, just dropped out on him. Yellow's still out in at sector 3, so obviously he's still in bike recovery. And Yellow's gone back in now, so obviously the air fence is perfectly fine, surprising him about the impact to it.
Yeah.
Salvadori. Yeah, Salvadori.
Track limits.
I'm actually always happy when Salvadori gets a track limits win, because it means he's trying.
Pushing hard, isn't he, as well?
Yeah. He's working towards something.
Track limits must be coming from Rushkenhoek, that area of the circuit, because it's the only part of the track where you actually touch the green.
Yeah. They have to.
Oh, here is turn 8 as well, if they go over the curb and touch the blue.
Yeah,
But down at turn 7 and 8, it's not really the opportunity to do that.
I hate 7 and 8.
Yeah, it's not the best part of the circuit. We had a red flag there yesterday. That's where Ogura's bike blew up.
There is something on turn 7 that leads into turn 8, and I don't know what it is. I think it's a bump.
Yeah. Well, there was a bit of oil down there yesterday. That's been cleaned up. Yeah.
It's at the corner. Right at the side. It's off the racing line, so if you
It's Rushkenhoek. It's Rushkenhoek on the inside line. They're all crossing the curb, so that if they keep on doing it, they'll get a penalty. At this point of the race, it'll probably be long lap.
Honestly, they should just extend that area of the track, since no one can avoid it.
Yeah. Taking a look then as they come across the line with 2 to go, and how it all works out on the rider tracker. Everybody on that lap time stayed where they were for the first lap of the entire race.
Oh.
Everybody changed, well, second time in the entire race, actually, thinking about it. No, first time in the entire race, everybody stayed where they were on that last lap.
Oh, yeah, of course, because they changed van.
Yeah. But look at this. Alex and Mark right at the top, of course.
They are just... first lap is moving all about, and then the second lap is just continuous.
Aldeguer, long lap penalty. Now, that was a track limits warning, so he must have gone too far over the green line, and now that's put him out of it.
Well, today hasn't been his day, especially... I'm still confused about what was going on with his ride-eye device.
Yeah.
It was like rocking backwards and forward.
So trying to get in the right positioning, wasn't it?
Yeah. But the thing is, it was while he was actually coming out the pit lane, so
Trailing down. Sometimes it happens.
it's a little bit dangerous. Like for in the pit lane. I get you can't help it, but still. Stewards, yeah, that's just confirmation of the long lap penalty coming through.
Is Alex going to win his second sprint of the season, or is Mark going to win again?
I think it's going to be Mark. I think Alex should save his determination for the race.
It's round 10 and he's won 9 of them.
Perfect 10.
Coming next time out at the Saxon Ring.
Yeah, he just wants at least 10.
Well, that's what Bagnala won last year, 10 Grand Prix, wasn't it? And didn't win the championship, let's not forget.
Yeah, so it's all up in the air. You could not win the most and yet still lose.
Acosta long lap penalty for track limits as well.
Oh, they're all getting it now.
Oh, there we go. So that's going to allow Acosta. Well, hang on, if Acosta's got one too, he hasn't taken it.
What was that?
But Acosta hasn't taken his long lap penalty, Megan, the same as Aldeguer. So he's only lost a position. Aldeguer's lost a position to Acosta, but Acosta's got long lap penalty, so he'll serve a time penalty. So Aldeguer will stay in 7th place despite getting a penalty.
Good for Aldeguer.
Yeah, it's worked out for him, hasn't it?
I mean, the look of a draw, he's probably lured Acosta into the false sense of security, like, I can get you to get a track limit, so then I can avoid it.
Yeah, there's the penalty for long laps as well on the board.
I think they should ban giving long lap penalties on the final lap.
There's a possibility I can go back to the Formula 2 race.
You probably could. It's probably still on.
It is.
You're joking. We could do a short podium here and you can just go back.
I think I'll leave it to Obi.
Have a break.
Yeah, get set up for the Formula 1. Zarco, track limits warning. All through Rushkenhoek. Alex is getting very close. We could be on for a great final sector.
Go right.
But would Alex risk it into the chicane? Would he really challenge his brother this late in the race? Into the chicane we come. Alex knows his place. 9 times then this season. Marc Marquez wins the Tissot sprint. Woo. Alex Marquez second, Bezzecchi in third. It's a 1-2 again, and the Tissot sprint may as well be called the Marquez sprint.
Oh.
Quartararo walking in, leathers ripped. Yeah.
He's limping on the side he landed, so I'm guessing he just landed a bit wrong. He's probably pulled his hamstring or something.
Bezzecchi goes into third as well, but seriously, what's going on here?
Oliveira gets a long lap penalty as well. Yellow flag is out.
Sector 3.
Yeah, who's that?
Well, everyone's taking the checkered flag, so it must be Marshall's.
Yeah. Oh, Marshall's collecting debris.
Yeah.
Sector 3, it's Quartararo, the bit of a car bike that came off. Why do I keep doing that?
Should we take a look?
I never do it when I'm alone.
Should we? No, you don't. Should we take a look at how they line up on the final lap chart as they're going to go to a break on TNT? I think that looks quite nice, doesn't it, as well, actually?
It does.
Yeah, what's been your sort of... They all sort of stayed in position, but the biggest, I think, loser was Morbidelli.
Yeah, and Raul.
And Raul. Raul dropped straight away, didn't he, as well, from 11th on the grid.
I think he had, like... What's this? He got into the... I think it was around about the same time as Mia, so it's like a corner more than Mia.
Yeah.
But Mia also... well, he didn't really gain that much, so...
Yeah, so how it works is, on the left-hand side of your screen, that's the starting grid, and on the right-hand side is the live positions. So the first one, Quartararo, started on pole, but dropped down the order and then retired on lap 9, so it stops there, and etc. That's how it works. But it's just a fun graphic that we can show you during the race.
What is the corner after the entrance into Sector 2?
10, 7 and 8. Yeah.
I knew it. I told you it was 7 and 8. That's what got Mia.
Yeah. Not the best part of the circuit as well, unfortunately.
I knew it. There's a bump on the side. If you go a bit wide, you're done for.
Okay, Max, coming back to you then. What did you make of the Tissot sprint?
I thought it was good. It's definitely a eyes wide open thing for the race, especially around those 7 and 8 corners. It'll be a bit more intense during the race, I think, at the start. Drop off during the middle, and then about 3/4 in, get a bit more oomph to it.
It's going to be good. Okay, we'll let you go, and we will hand over to TNT Sports for all of the action. We'll see you, Megan, in around about half hour for Formula 1 and their qualifying session as well in the heat. If you want to get my drinks and get some waters and ice creams ready as well, we might need those as well. Somebody find the very cold tiramisu gelato that we've got as well. So let's run you through the complete results then. Marc Marquez is victorious from Alex Marquez second and Marco Bezzecchi in third. Fabio Di Giannantonio is fourth with Pecco Bagnaia fifth. Maverick Vinales is 6th with Pedro Costa 7th. Fernand de Geer goes 8th. 9th, Franco Morbidelli and Brad Binder in 10th. From Johan Zarco, Miguel Oliveira, Enea Bastianini, Jack Miller, Alex Rins, Lorenzo Salvadori, Ayagora, Aleix Espargo and Somkat Chantra. Quartararo, Ralph Fernandez and Mia were out of the race to TNT Sports.
Welcome back to the TT circuit here in Assen. The FIM president, Mr. Villegas, George Villegas there, down with Marc Marquez. Look, pat on the shoulder. It's another job done for Marc here. 9th sprint win of the season. And the fact is, he attacked right from the off. He knew that was the only way of doing it.
Yeah. His default setting is... I don't know if it's his reactions or the start strategy, but he gets good starts, doesn't he, when he needs to. And today he needed to. And he attacked from the outside. That's not normal.
There was no fiddling with launch controls or all that sort of thing here today, was it? Fabio Di Giannantonio was really strong today, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Putting the pressure on. You feel like with him, with Bezzecchi, if they'd have got released early, if they'd have been up there earlier on, some pace there from Massimo Rivola on Matteo Baiocco down there. Rivola's got a turn of speed.
Yeah, you feel like if Bez can get the start, if he could lead, I reckon he's got the pace to control it genuinely.
That's it. His first sprint podium of the season, and this is one of his favourite venues, isn't it? He won his only one sprint win was here. Is there a bet on us? There's Baiocco.
Tell you what, those opening laps, watching Marc Marquez's bike looking not nice. Like I said, it looked like a barge.
Yeah, well, that's
the complaint, isn't it?
But it gives them for the others, right, we know where we need to attack Marquez early on. They know it, it's just being able to do it.
Hey, can you believe, though, we've had 10 sprints this year and Mark's won 9 of them, and in the other one he finished second.
I mean, he's moving up now in terms of the stats in the sprints. He now has 10. Bagnaia has 12 sprint wins. Jorge Martin has 16. Obviously, it's the 2.5 years that we've been doing it. So, backing them up. All smiles down there. Takes a swig at the end of another job done. But what I do feel like the sprints have been harder going, haven't they, this year? But because of his dominance, that's all. That hasn't given everyone a swing.
That's reality.
Let's hear from Marco Bezzecchi what he has to say to Jack.
Marco, great to see you back on a sprint podium in a fierce battle where you had to hold off Pecco and Fabio as well. Just how nice is it to be back here on the podium?
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's been a lot of time that I'm not on the sprint podium, so not a better way to come back here in Assen. I love this track, I love the fans, and it's been fantastic. And I was very fast. In one moment I thought I could try to attack Alex also, but I lost a bit the front in corner 3 and I lost some meters. But yeah, fantastic job all the day. Now let's see tomorrow.
Brilliant ride, well done.
Thank you.
I think he's hopeful, isn't he? He's getting there, isn't it, for Bez? Start was better on this occasion, qualified better. I'm encouraged by what Jorge Martin might do as well when he comes back.
Absolutely. Hopefully it's going to be sooner rather than later.
At certain tracks. It's not week in, week out, is it?
Yeah.
Alex Marquez, 2nd place in the sprints this year. All smiles. Let's hear from him.
Alex, it's another 2nd place and important championship points. Is there a bit of frustration to have been so close to Mark throughout here? At any point, were you tempted to let off the brakes and try make the move?
Yeah, today, yeah, I'm a little bit frustrated for that. But anyway, I think we did a really good, race. Especially him, he was struggling in the sector 3. That I was faster there, but there to find a space always is difficult. It's a really fast, with the same bike. That always the difference are really small, and I was not able to find the space in that point to make the overtake. And yeah, I'm a little bit frustrated for that. But anyway, we show our performance again. We show our speed. We have good information for tomorrow, and we need to keep forward and looking forward for tomorrow.
Top ride, congratulations.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Yeah, another solid ride, but he was so much quicker in that 3rd sector.
Yeah. I wonder how much Mark... Oh, did you see his chin?
Yeah. Had a stitch in it.
Stitches? I would say he got stitches. That's from the crash yesterday afternoon.
See, it's
got a big swollen chin.
Congratulations, a brilliant ride to come through from the 2nd row of the grid. You might be battered, you might be bruised, but you still get the job done on Saturday. How tough was that?
Yeah, today we breathe. We breathe a lot on the qualifying practice, especially because my body cannot accept another big crash like yesterday. And yeah, today just I was calm, tried to control the situations. It's true that I didn't expect the victory on the sprint, but I start first and then I defend. I just try to don't do any big mistake, don't exaggerate, but don't do any big mistake. And yeah, that 12 points are super important. Let's see tomorrow if we can manage that T3, that turn 11, 12. That is my weak point here in this circuit.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So Marc Marquez satisfied. He wasn't expecting to win the sprint. That made it sound like he's expecting to win the Grand Prix on Sunday. He takes victory. This was the move.
Yeah, Fabio did.
Yeah, he takes victory in the sprint. Thanks for your company, everybody. We'll see you again soon tomorrow for the action. Bye-bye.